Hi guys, I just want to walk you through the 40 book challenge workbook. This should be open as you're going through the 40 book challenge presentation, but I want to walk you through this specifically just so that you're really clear about what you're doing. And also, you can always insert a text box here, moving stuff around, and you could put your names. So I put mine maybe. It was 40 book challenge workbook, so feel free to do that. Okay, as you go through the other presentation, I'm going to be going through different genres. Your job is to pause it after each genre description and complete that in the text boxes here. Yours will have a text box where those dots are. So I did the second one for you. I did fantasy for you. So narratives take place in made-up places, usually with magic, period. Example, Harry Potter. So in yours, you're going to need a one-sentence description, okay, plus one example of a book, okay, and I give you that in the presentation. So make sure that you fill out the rest of them. So for biography, where is it? Historical fiction, realistic fiction, where is it? Poetry, choice. Okay, so make sure that you fill out those other ones. Oh, I'm sorry, this is informational text. Ooh, I didn't make you do historical fiction. It's your lucky day, but that's okay. The next slide on there is your genre tracker, okay? So once you complete a book, like for example, you read a biography, this table will allow you to write inside the text box, and you just put an X, so you start tracking it. So notice you should read 5 biographies this year, okay? You should read 5 fantasy novels. You should read 5 historical fiction, 5 informational text, 5 realistic fiction, 5 mystery or horror, 5 poetry, and then 10 of any of your choice. So it could be these again, or some of the other genres. When you read or find a book that you want to read, and I'm recommending a whole bunch as you go through, then I want you to write the name of the book. For example, okay, I forget the name of the author right now, but his name would go here. The genre, so I'm going to put real tall, small, realistic fiction, okay? And then any notes that you might want to take about like why you want to read it. Sometimes I write down these lists of books and I don't even remember why because I don't even know what the book is about. So add a note like funny, lots of pics, right? Okay, once you've read a book, what you're going to do is you're going to type in the name of the book. So maybe, like I read, I Am Malala. Okay, and the author, Malala Yousafzai. Okay, this is an autobiography. Okay, so it's a biography, but it's one that she wrote about herself. Rating, so this is out of, I guess, 6 stars. And I would definitely give it all the stars. And who would I recommend this book to? Well, really, honestly, I think everyone should read it. But I'd say especially young women. Boys, it's not an out for you. You should read it too. Okay? So you'll notice that there are many, many, many of these. Enough room for you to write all 40 of your books. Okay? Alright. Each week you're expected to complete a reading log. Some people don't know what to do with that. So I've included this example here, but I've also told you other things that you can write about. So each week you're going to write something about your book. You can choose. Just make sure that whatever it is you write, you kind of make it clear what your topic is going to be, like I did here. Okay, so who are the main characters? Maybe you're going to tell me about the main characters. What are the main things that they did? So maybe the first week you write this one, right? This is week 1, but maybe this is the second time, right? First you introduce the characters, and now you're telling me the main things that they did. Who is your favorite character? Explain, okay? So you could do all of them, like you go 1, 2, 3, right? You can also make predictions about what might happen next, so make text connections. How does the book, oh, this should be another one. You can also talk about how the book reminds you about your own life, other books you've read, or something happening in the world, okay? You can also tell me about the author's purpose and theme. So why did you think the author wrote this book, okay? What do you think he or she wants people to gain from reading their book? Would you recommend the book to someone else? And explain. Here's an important one. Always include the date, title, and author of the book you are reading, okay? So here I've gone and I've given you an example. So August 18th, 2020, I Am Malala, that's the name of the book. It's actually longer, but I'm putting the main title, and then who is the book is by. So I chose to write about the author's purpose and theme, okay? The author wrote this book because she wanted to tell her story in hopes that it would give hope to other young girls in similar situations, inspire others, and to make change. She wants girls to get an education, and this book is an argument that demonstrates why girls should get an education and shows what will happen if they don't. It's also a history of Pakistan, and it gives readers a different perspective on life, liberty, and history. It's so good. Okay, so this is, let's count them together. 1, 2, 3 sentences. Okay, so 1 paragraph. Am I asking you to write 500 pages? No. Okay, you're writing a nice chunk of text answering one of those questions thoroughly, meaning completely, not just part of it, not 1 sentence, okay? But give me a real answer, at least 3 to 5 sentences. Okay, so now you'll see I've set this up for you, and you'll notice that yours is much smaller. Okay, so you're going to put the date, the book, and the author, because you should have these things every time. You're going to put your question or topic. So for example, you might put author's point of view. Okay, and then you're going to write. Okay, these are really small. Remember, I said 3 sentences, right? I'm not asking for dozens and dozens of things, but a couple of sentences. Make sure that you're using a capital letter, right, at the beginning of each sentence, and a period or other punctuation at the end. Okay? Make sure that you're trying to spell things correctly, that it's readable. Okay? So these are some things that you need to be looking at. You'll notice as you go through, down here at the bottom, it says S1. That means semester 1, this semester that we're in. Okay? As you go through to the end, you'll notice some start saying semester 2. So this gives you an idea of how many you need to be completing per semester, okay? So again, each week, complete 1 entry about the pages that you've read, okay? This is an entry. This is an entry. This is an entry. You should be reading 20 or more pages each day. You choose the book, and then you track it.